Kyoukai Senki episode 4 takes a dark turn by immediately killing off Miss Risa in the beginning of the episode. The viewers are not surprised at all since it was heavily implied last episode she was going to die soon. After it crushes Risa's body into a puddle of blood and guts, Amo and Gashin proceed to fight Ghost, a sadistic dark-colored amine seemingly of no origin with the ability to take over random amine parts. It has great strengths and appears to have a self-destruct feature as well. Gashin realizes, based on one of its arms, that this is the same amine that killed his father, and irrationally goes forward to try and defeat it alone. Amo tries to help, but it only angers Gashin. His superiors had to speak some sense to him that they will have to work together to be able to take it down. I have to say again that I am very thankful this is not CGI. I really appreciate they went in with the hand-drawn mecha fights here. The fight looked great, and the two soldiers eventually managed to overcome Ghost and temporarily disable it, but it turns back on and clamps down both Amo and Gashin and prepares to self-destruct on them. Fortunately, the military assists them and gives the two the chance to back off, but instead, Ghost doesn't explode and disappears. After the battle, the emotions finally start to sink in. Amo finds the necklace Risa had and begins remembering her. He lets out a scream of despair as he tries to cope with her brutal murder. Gashin sees this and can relate to it as he suffered the traumatic loss of his own father by Ghost as well. He decides it's best to leave Amo to let it all out and think about it on his own. But Amo has a change of heart and decides he no longer wants to see his friends die, as he sees that worse than dying himself. Afraid of dying and carrying on the fight, he gives up and tells Gashin he is going on his own way. He agrees to leave the robot behind, but takes Guy with him. They go off on the run again as they proceed towards where Risa came from so they can tell them of what happened to her and how great of a person she was. After the resistance leaves the battlefield and covers up its tracks, the occupation moves in to try and gather intelligence. One of the soldiers has such a good understanding of the amines that he was able to tell what happened by just looking at the evidence around the camp, such as the damage to the terrain, etc. He knows Amo was there and Gashin. Not only that, he knew Ghost was there as well. It looks a bit far-fetched, but I suppose it makes some sense. He is even able to calculate their specs to use for simulations. This was without a doubt the best episode so far. It was consistent throughout and felt like it flew by quick. Thank you for listening.